It's a brand new week in Jose Mourinho, which also means it's a brand new season. That's right, I skipped the end games against Vigo. As you'll no doubt have guessed, we are still up, which is brilliant, and I've had one summer to really change things around here at Sevilla. The Mikero-lution has begun. Copyright that. That's a great thing. Mikero-lution. It's like Revolution, but with a Munch twist. And my God, is it going well? Because yes, look at the table. We're top. What a difference a summer makes. And my God, have we got a lot to go through. We'll start off though by just finishing off what happened at the end of last year. So you can see here, we did end up finishing 16th. We didn't manage to overhaul Mallorca in the end. We actually lost 2 of our last 3 games, but we did beat Vigo on the final day. It was already established by then that we were going to stay up. Puesca lost their next game off of camera, which meant that we stayed up. And so therefore I didn't need to show you guys it. And I thought, you know what? Let's not worry about it. We kind of know that we're not going to get relegated. There wasn't really any drama. It was all done and dusted. Let me get on with the summer. Oh my God, what a busy window. First to tell you now, for a start, that the finances are in positive. You know that I've made a lot of sales. This has got to be possibly my best window ever. Like, I'm not even joking. This is genuinely my best ever transfer window, I think, on Football Manager. I am that confident in how well I've done. So we'll start off, trying chronologically in terms of the departures again. I've got a lot to get through because the squad looks very different now. Guillermo Arana, a player that we never really saw, sold him for £6.5 million to Spezia Calcio. Pretty decent bid that I got from them there. I also saw Pablo Rosario, which some of you may be wondering a little bit really? But actually, for £10 million, 31 years old, very good player, don't get me wrong, very versatile as well. But ultimately, I wanted to bring in younger players and really put my stamp on this team. He wasn't going to be part of that, so I sold him to Newcastle, and it got a lot of the weight. He took up a lot of wages as well, which was something that really I focused on over the course of the window. And you can see here on the right hand side, there's also a lot of players that I have let go. Okay, so let's go through them quickly. The most notable one is that of Nicolas Gonzalez, who has moved to West Ham, and he moved on for £29.5 million. He got 14 goals last year, 2 assists, but played at 6.86. I know it's a bit of an off season for him, but at the same time, again, 30 years old, yes, in his prime, not going to get any better. It's decent money. Okay, first thing I had to do at this club was sort the finances out, so to sell him was a big part of that. I got £29.5 million. I didn't actually get that much in the way of percentage. I think from the £29.5 million, I only got £6.5 million to spend. That's the kind of tight budget that I've been working with. So I sold him for £29.5. Also sold Liam Delap. Now this one did hurt me a little bit because I wasn't sure whether it was a good idea to sell him, but £28 million is a lot of money. So I decided in the end, you know what, actually, I am going to let him go. We bought him for 10.75. We made a massive profit on him. He played very well when I came in. Before that, he hadn't been very good. But I thought, you know what, it's too good at money to turn down. There were a load of other players that decided to go. Joachim Andersen never really did it for me. Good player in real life in this game. Bit of a liability, safe to say. Again, 32 years old. It's about clearing out the deadwood. Hugo Montana left. Ortiz has left. Tony Garcia, who is one of our goalkeepers. I didn't really want to let him go, but he got stolen off me by Villarreal. Bit disappointed by that. And then I've loaned out a fair amount of players as well. So the ins. It doesn't look like a lot here, but when you consider a lot of them I actually bought in last year, here on freeze, I'm going to run you through them now because there are a lot of players to get through. Right, okay, so we'll start off then with Salim El Jabari. Now, not my best signing by any stretch of the imagination. 24 years old, a real player by the sounds of things as well. Been at Atletico Madrid the majority of his career, got him from Atletico Madrid B. I thought he'd just be a good fill-in. The fact I can get him on free as well, because his contract ran out, a lot of the players I bought had their contracts running out, which is why I think I've done such a good job, because no matter what happens, I'm going to make a profit off of them. And again, this year with Football Manager, I've been so much better financially than I've been in any other FM. He's got some very nice attributes, to be fair. Physically, pretty decent. He's a bit small, 167 centimetres, so that's about 5'4", 5'5", I think. He's quite small, but he's got some very nice mentals as well. Technically, not the best in the world, but passing is good. Technique is good. First touch, he's very sort of an attack-minded midfielder and someone that's just going to shuffle the ball, carry it along. I'm pretty content with him as a sort of backup option. He's not really going to get anywhere near the first team, but a good squad rotation option. Now this player, Finn Hencourt, I bought him in from Borussia Dortmund again on a free, and I've let him go straight off. He's now on loan at Metz. He is only 19 years old. I think could potentially be very good. He's got, again, nice mentals. Physicals are pretty decent for his age as well. Technicals could use a bit of work, but again, a good passer. And it's something that I've definitely tried to establish, that in Spain, a lot of the football is possession-based, so I've gone for a lot of high-passing players. Again, because I've got him on a free, no matter what happens, I'll make money off him. Just go with that for the majority of these signings, okay? It's risk-free. That's the best thing, is that it is risk-free. Now, this is a player that probably will get near the first team a little bit, and Nabosia Maric, I think that's how you say it. Let me know in the comment section if it's wrong. I think this guy could be very, very good. Again, got him on a free. Got him from a club called, Novi Sad, I'm going to call the thing. Vojvodina. Serbian, 22 years old. Very good. Got some lovely attributes as well. Has played a couple of games, but has currently been a bit injured. He's back now, fortunately. But you can tell his attributes have gone down a little bit just because of that. I'm not too sold on the mentals, and I think they could use a bit of work. But technically, he's quite good. 14 marking, 15 tackling, 15 technique. He's a very good sort of ball-playing defender, as well as a bit of a no-nonsense one. Got very good physicals as well. It's pacey, you could use a bit of work, but he's very tall. Good for heading out the box. Also has cool hair. I just can't stay away from Cisco Campoy. I don't know why. Again, free. Got him in. We all know him from Fiorentina. Or you probably don't know him from Fiorentina. You know that I bought him in. A good player here in Thomas Peters, again, who I think could be potentially very good. As a left wing back or a left back, and he can also play a bit in the central midfield as well as in the CDM. He's, again, quite a versatile player. Lots to like about Thomas Peters. 19 years old, got good physicals, decent-ish technicals. Okay, they're terrible. But mentally, he's where he excels. He's got 16 anticipation, 16 bravery. 12 work rate, could use a bit of work. Again, he's only 19. He is going to get better. You could also say the same of Aaron Moore, but he, again, is on loan at Metz. He is very good. Bought him in from, I believe it was Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea. I got him in from. You can look at the physicals, make that up for yourself. He's also quite tall. I think he's around about 6'4". He's a big lad. Very decent mentals as well. Obviously, when he's a Chelsea Academy player, he's going to be very good. Mentals are solid. Technicals are very solid as well for a defender. He's only going to get better with time. I think he could be potentially excellent. Going to keep an eye on how he does at Metz. Played brilliantly in the Euro Under-21 Championships. Played at 7.85. So, very good. Very good player. Keep an eye out for Aaron Moore. But arguably, my best free signing is that of Per Schurz. Now we're talking. Aggression, ignore that. Everything else is brilliant. He's one of the best well-rounded defenders you're likely to get. Nothing really stand out, but no weaknesses. And I think that's the most important thing to remember here. He's pretty tall, 191 centimetres, which is around about 6'3". Good heading, good passing, good tackling. Good positioning, good vision, good decisions, good concentration, good anticipation, good bravery, good leadership, good determination. Physically very, very decent. And he's played at a 7.67 so far. That tells you all you need to know about Per Schurz. For a free, now that he's valued at 33.5 million, I'm a genius, I tell you. And technically this guy is a free signing, but he also cost me 67k in terms of compensation. But my God, is it going to be worth it for Adam Cech, who's also Czech, which I love. It's like Petr Cech. I love that. This guy is listed as Wonder Kid. We've got about 3 or 4 of them now that I'm here. Wow. Yeah, I mean, what's not to like? His pace could do with a bit of work because he is a winger, but I've been playing him sometimes as more of an attacking midfielder. But that inside forward position, 19 determination stands out, 17 flair, 14 vision, 16 first touch, 17 technique, 17 long shots, which I'm looking forward to seeing, 15 dribbling. Like I said, not rapid off the block, but brilliant balance. Probably a little like, a bit like Philip Coutinho is how I see him. Not rapid, but just a very, very solid player. And to get him again on what is a free from Victoria Plazan, genius, I tell you. Honestly, I've got so many more players to go, by the way. Right, on to the loans. Orhan is still here. We all know about him, and he's played so really, really well so far this season as well. But I had to bring him back. Absolutely essential to get him back, and he's been so good for me. I've also brought another player, this guy, Chechu, from Atletico Bilbao. This was the one I did at the start of the window. If I could have my time back, would I get him? No, but he's only 8.5k a week. It's not the end of the world. I would say the same for Selahattin Yildiz, but I think the fact that he actually can play anywhere across the back four, and I've got him in on loan from Arsenal, makes him a very, very attractive prospect. 17 marking stands out, 15 technique, 14 tackling. He's very much a defence first sort of defender, and I like that. He's got some decent physicals as well. Again, the pace could use a little bit of work, but it does well. Marks opponent tightly, stays back at all times. He's a very defence first sort of defender, which I think is something that I quite need sometimes, especially if we're going to get Seabass like bombing on down that left hand side. I need someone like Yildiz to sort of sit in and cover for him when he's having one of those days. Do you know what I mean? I just need a good defensive left back that's going to step in the big games. He'll probably play. I've also brought in Carlos Santalo, who now, as you can tell, has gone up to 4 stars. He's yet to actually play for me yet this season, but he will be because he's been injured. But this guy is... I want to sign him so badly. Another good loan signing I brought in is that of Diego Bailey from Paris Saint-Germain. Automatically, physical standout. Yeah, he can play on the either wing, but I've been playing him as a centre-forward. Finishing a 10 doesn't look particularly that great, but dribbling 15, first touch 15, long shots 15, 13 technique, 14 work rate, 18 determination, 16s in the physicals where he needs to have them. He's just... Yes, he's also massive. He's nearly 6'5". To be that quick at that height, he is something special. I've got one more loan signing, but I'm going to wait till the end because he's a big one. But this might be bargain of the window in terms of fees paid, and that is Bright Ari Umbi, who's obviously a real player, which is something we all like to see. I've picked him up from Bayern Munich, which I think is where he starts the game. Oh my word. Physically, a tank. Mentally, a tank. Technically, solid. That's the only thing that lets him down. He's at 25 years old, so he's still not in his prime. He will get better. But, I mean, the technicals let him down a little bit, but the mentals and the physicals, I'm hoping that the idea is I can just dominate players physically in the Spanish League, because without sounding a little bit, what's the word, disrespectful, they're not quite like your Premier League big burly centre forwards that are gonna sort of outdo you like that. The guys here, this guy should just dominate physically over many of the strikers in this league. That's what I'm looking for, and so far he's played at 7.27. He's been absolutely sensational. 86% winning in his tackling, 98% passing accuracy. The guy is top notch. Top notch. £4.5 million is all I paid for him. Now, I said that I wanted to bring in young players, but I did need a standout right back, so I went for Andoni Gorosabel. Now, yes, is all I'm going to say. He's 32 years old, and I will explain why I brought in an older one and not a kind of younger one, other than the fact I couldn't find a really good right back that was under 23. Turns out we have one in the reserves, who I'll show you in a minute. But Andoni Gorosabel is done brilliantly for me so far. He's got 1 assist, played at 7.37. He's been around a fair bit. Bought him from Benfica, £6 million. I think he's pretty solid. He's got a lot better attacking attributes than the majority of our defenders, and he's been very good in that respect. Mentally, he's pretty decent, as you would expect for a 32-year-old. He's going to be a good stand-in, I think, for a year. That's my plan, is if I can just have him for a year, get him to tutor up Martin, who is our little young right-back, who I'll show you later. I think this is a shrewd signing just for a year or two. We're getting there, don't worry. There's only 3 more players after this to go. Federico Crudo has come in. I can't tell if I love him or if I think he's a bit rubbish. 8.75 million I paid for him. He's not rubbish, actually. That's definitely not fair. He's very good. It's just maybe technically not quite what I would normally go... physically not what I would normally go for. He's quick, but not rapid. Actually, his pace is 16, but he's not very quick off the mark with acceleration of 14. Strength is a problem. Okay, but maybe in this league, not a problem. Stamina is definitely a problem. He's not going to be a player that's going to play many games back-to-back for me. Mentally pretty decent. Off the ball at 17 is good, so you can tell he's going to be in the right place at the right time. Partnering that with his anticipation of 13. Should get a lot of goals from tap-ins, etc. And just making good runs. And now I've got good passes of the ball, should be able to find him. Dribbling at 16 is solid. Technique is 16. Again, very, very good. Finishing at 12 could be a bit of an issue, but he's only 19 years old. What we're in from Estudiantes, I think that's how you say it. Could be amazing. He's already got 2 goals. Watch this space. I told you we bought a few wonder kids. This guy is also one of them. I give you Odvan. Now, I got Odvan from Flamengo down in Brazil. There's a bit of a South American flair coming to my team now. This kid. Oh, he could be good. Ignore the fact that he's not very quick, okay, at least not off the mark, and he's not that strong. But the mentals on a 19-year-old to have 16 bravery, 16 decisions, 16 work rate, 17 vision, 16 tackling, 16 techniques, 16 first touch, 16 heading. He's not that tall either, but his jumping reach is pretty crap actually. So I thought it was quite good. It's not, but he could be. I see him as a bit of a sort of less physical Casemiro role. He just looked like he could dominate games. I got him for 12.75 million. Victor Emmanuel, I put up a bit more money for, but you can see why. If Ogvan is the sort of less physical version of Casemiro, this guy is like the physical. Well, he basically is him reincarnated. I mean, his physicals are crazy. Like 16 acceleration, 17 agility, 16 bounce, 15's everywhere else apart from jumping reach. He's not the tallest player in the world, he's very small. But mentally, 20 aggression, it's very me. 16 anticipation, 15 bravery is great, 15 teamwork is good, he's got decent leadership. Technically, he's got some lovely attributes. The most important one is that he's got 16 tackling. And he's going to be playing as a box-to-box or a ball-winning midfielder in our role. Get him up and down. He's already got 1 assist in 1 substitute appearance. It was a lovely pass. I'm looking forward to seeing what Victor Emmanuel can do. For 15.75 million at 19 years old, the world is at this guy's feet. He's got some brilliant traits as well. And the final player, the icing on top of the cake, a player that we all know can actually finish, Sebastiano Esposito. I finally get to use him in FM, and my god has he played well so far. He's got 4 goals in 3 games. I bought him in on loan from Real Madrid. I have no idea why they've lent him to me. There's a likelihood he probably won't stay here for the rest of the season, but I mean, physically incredible, mentally incredible, technically incredible. I love Sebastiano Esposito, and I never want him to leave. And like I said, we've notched up 3 straight wins. We haven't actually tasted defeat in any sort of form of competition so far this season. We've beaten Villarreal 8-2 on the first day. Oscar got himself 4 goals. Esposito chipped in with 2. Crudo chipped in with 2. We beat Bilbao 2-0 away from home, showing we could go away from home and get a decent result. And then we beat Atletico Madrid again 1-0 at home. Diego Bailey getting the goal for that. At the moment, we're just... yeah, I don't know what it is. There's something special happening, and I can't put my finger on what it is. And we are going to try... have I got time? I've got time. Let's fit in a game against Vigo today. I just want to show you guys. Oh, I forgot to show you Martin. This is Antonio Miguel Martin. Yeah, he's pretty good for a right back, a young right back. You can tell why I brought in the other guy. I can't remember his name, it's very long. This guy could be amazing as well. He's only 19 years old. A lot of players are after him, including Barcelona are after him. I said no. I think he could be the future of our right back position. But he's in the bench. On the bench. So, the team then is Robles in goal, Sebas, Ariembi, Schurz and Gorosabel as the back 4. And so far, 2 clean sheets out of 3, not bad. Oddvan is playing as a ball-winning midfielder in the defensive midfielder position. They've got Victor Emmanuel and Koba Line, who's managed to force his way into the team, playing as the deep line playmaker. You've got Oscar playing as the attacking midfielder with Crudo and Esposito up front. You can tell that Santalo, I might actually move him onto the bench for Erhan or Orhan, see if we can get him fitted back in. I feel for Raul, who obviously had a brilliant campaign towards the back end of last season, getting 7 goals in 14 appearances. He will definitely still play a part, do not pretend that he won't, but at the moment it's hard for me to take Crudo and Esposito out, especially with Diego Bailey waiting on the bench. He's just got himself a winning goal against Atletico Madrid. Raul is just going to have to wait his turn. You can tell now there's so much strength and depth. Let me know what you think of my transfer window in the comment section. Are you as impressed as I am? Give me a rating out of 10. I feel like we're in a really good place. So I'm going to say I expect to win. We're actually meant to finish 8th, going by the season preview. I don't subscribe to that. I think that we're actually probably a bit better than that. But I'm happy that they think that, because all I need to do is get into the Euro 2 qualifying places according to the board. I think we're actually going to do better, especially with the way that we started this season. But Vigo have the first opportunity here as we head it away from Simon Miller, which is a good YouTuber. You should check him out. Lovely ball over the top here for Esposito, who's just roasted his man. Esposito hits it. Sebastiano Esposito gets his 5th goal of the season It's just a big ball over the top from Koberline. Despite the fact that we play some lovely tiki-taka football and control a lot of possession, we're also pretty good on the counter. It's genius from Koberline. What a hit down the line. Brilliant from Esposito. Skins his man for pace. I've always just wanted a striker that can finish. He certainly fits that bill. It's a great finish in off the far post. 1-0 after 10 minutes. Beautiful. Oscar whips it in. Back post. Esposito, he's at the bar again. Esposito, can you keep scoring goals for me? Oh, Sebastiano Esposito. I'm sure no one's ever made that joke. Oscar whips the ball in. Vitor Emmanuel doesn't quite win the header. I'm not surprised. He is absolutely tiny. And now Miller on the ball here. Moving forward. Is anyone going to catch him? Anyone want to step over and try and... What a save by Robles. He's so good. I need to sort out my defending from set pieces. It's the one time we look like we're going to get caught is when that happens. And it's very frustrating when I do. Half an hour gone. Lucas Torreira. Oh, remember Lucas Torreira. Obviously we had him at Fiorentina. That's not good. The defending is a little bit suspect today. There's a little bit of me that's saying I'm getting annoyed. It's not brilliant in that respect. I mean, their XG is going up, but that's more via quantity than quality. But they have had some very decent opportunities. Ultimately, though, we're 1-0 up at the break. I'm going to say to the boys, I'm happy with the way that you're playing, but I do wish we were maybe dominating the game a little bit more. We've had 57% possession. They're obviously hitting us on the counter, but I expect us to create more than we have done, especially with the talent I've got available. I'm going to take Crudo off. It's not really been his best performance. I'm going to bring on Diego Bailey. Just maybe get some more pace in, see if we can stretch the defence a little bit more with runs in behind and give Oscar and Vitor Emmanuel and Koberline a little bit more room to play around with the ball and fashion some more opportunities. Esposito on the ball now. First highlight of the second half. Gorosabal on it. Plays the ball down the line to Esposito. Tees it to Oscar. 2-0. Clinical. An absolute clinic. And to be fair, exactly what I wanted to happen has happened. Just getting Bailey on to make those runs and push them back a little bit. You can still hear Bailey. When you watch his run here, he's the one that makes room for Oscar here by moving it. Actually, he doesn't at all. What am I talking about? I was trying to make it look like my tactics have worked. So ultimately, at the moment, for whatever reason it is, I've just changed the team mentality. We suddenly seem to be able to keep clean sheets. We're a bit more clinical when we go forward. It's just a complete change of mentality in the team as we head it clear there from Santalo. Great header by him there. I mean, Santalo is just like having a Rolls Royce. Pozzo on the ball, hits it straight against Adam Cech, and Cech clears it away. Not his best bit of work, but they've played it back in. Vitor Emmanuel wins the ball back. Bailey tees it into Esposito. Esposito to Bailey. Bailey, no one's going to catch him. Diego Bailey makes it 3-0. I'm very excited. The Mikero-lution is real. 3-0 away at Vigo. We are here, baby. Look at this. Look at the sevens everywhere. There's sevens as far as the eye can see. Who else is excited right now? I am excited. I flipping love Seabass, by the way. Look how much better he's getting. He's now listed as a wonder kid. He's so good. He's so damn good. Just look at him. Oh, I'm so excited. Oscar and Esposito are the two top scorers. Koberline and Esposito in the assists. I mean, we are just having an absolutely genius start to the season. Let's come back from the games against Valencia and Granada. So I know it's a bit of a way into the future, but Valencia are obviously a big team in Spain. And Granada are a growing club. They seem to be doing very well recently. They finished 5th again last year, I think, in the Liga in this save. So they're playing really well. Let's come back for those games then and see how we get on. When do we play Barcelona? Not far after that, actually. But like I said, it's been one hell of a start to the season. I can't believe what's happening, if I'm honest. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know how you think my transfer window went. So just to clarify, I know it doesn't say it here because it doesn't include the Rosario and the Arana transfers. I made £91 million out and outlay at £39 million. So I've made essentially nearly £60 million and I've changed the team from a team that was threatened with relegation to a team that's won their first 4 in the Spanish league and only conceded 2 goals while scoring 14. It's literally like chalk and cheese. I can't believe what's happened, and I'm so happy. Honestly, best transfer window ever. The Mikero-lution is very much underway. What can we achieve with this Sevilla team? Is this just beginner's luck? Is it just riding the crest of a wave? Let me know what you think in the comment section. And while you're down there, please do drop a like on the video if you have enjoyed it. Share and subscribe. And until I see you again for another episode of Match with Mourinho, where things are suddenly beginning to look a lot brighter for Sevilla. Take care of yourselves, everyone, and stay cool.